Hello, my name is Christian. In this video, I will take a few minutes to provide an overview of my project and project objectives. I will discuss the following agenda: who this project is targeting, how the project will be set up and executed to attain short, medium, and long-term objectives, where this project is going to take place, why you should seize this unique opportunity. Should you be interested in learning more on this project or about myself, I invite you to view several other videos where I will discuss my project in complete detail and answer some of your questions. So let's get started. Who is this project targeting? This project is targeting any investor like yourself, individual or business, beginner or more advanced, seeking to invest money in a very unique and different way. For any investor who seek to diversify a portion of their portfolio into the precious metals industry, that of gold and silver. A specific focus in the micro-cap and nano-cap stocks of this industry. Those often referred to as penny stocks. They trade at less than $1 and most often are only at pennies. For anyone seeking market leverage or the protection from the upcoming bear market, which will allow you to protect your wealth. Or for anyone simply seeking to take advantage of the enormous profit potential of investing in gold and silver penny stocks. How the project will be set up and executed to attain short, medium, and long-term objectives. Like most successful companies, they start with investors, with some spare money to invest. These investors are you, myself, friends and family, businesses and organizations. With this seed money, I will found and create a new holding company. Your ownership in this organization will be proportional to the sum of all investments collected for the portion of the company being offered. Some of the money will be set aside for recurring business activities and short-term capital needs. As market conditions and opportunities emerge, the remaining capital will be progressively invested with the following strategic objectives. Claim owners. These are gold and silver property owners who own land claims for which are deemed strategically interesting. Explorers. These companies have ownership or interest in claims which are or will be essayed. Finding the right ones early on are the key to massive profits. Producing mines. These companies are either moving forward towards mine production or are actively operating mines. Royalty companies. At times, it may be beneficial to invest in companies which specialize in precious metal streams or royalties. Holding companies. There are a handful of small to medium-sized companies which have invested some of their equity in early-stage projects. Identifying which and choosing them wisely can provide strategic exposure. Physical gold and silver. On occasion, it may be beneficial to buy and sell physical and silver assets. What's particularly different with my investment methodology is that I put an enormous focus on micro-cap and nano-cap stocks. By definition, these companies have a market capitalization of 300 million or less, and their shares are generally what you call penny stocks, meaning they are priced at less than $1, often more than not, only a few pennies. Not to say that I won't seize opportunities in medium or large cap stocks when the right conditions presents itself. I do actually, but they should normally make up a smaller portion of the net investment most of the time. In order to maximize the amount of investment that is collected for this project, I will set up a non-profit charitable organization for anyone that would like to contribute to this project by the generous donation of money for good causes. This will allow you to give for a greater cause should you prefer this over taking an ownership in the company. The non-profit would keep some of the money towards short-term goals and capital spending, and the remainder would be invested in the company in order to take the initial seed money provided by generous donors and grow it into a substantial nest egg for use towards longer-term charitable and philanthropic purposes. There are a few causes which I would like to promote, and I will create a separate video on this. As part of my mid to long-term objective, I will seek additional capital whenever possible and deemed fair and appropriate for the company. As previously mentioned, the gold and silver penny stock sector is currently significantly undervalued. I also strongly believe that sooner rather than later, this will be one of the hottest sectors around. It will be up very, very quickly and very, very sharply. If I am correct on this, and I am really confident that I am, I hope to leverage this hype by taking the company public with an initial public offering on the stock markets, also referred to as an IPO. This would allow access to an enormous amount of additional capital for the company. Executed at the right time, it would allow for the company to unleash maximum value. It would also provide a platform for current investors of the company to acquire additional ownership should they wish to do so, or for others to eventually offload some or all of their ownership to new investors on the public market. This would provide access to an enormous amount of new investors and investor capital, which is always a good thing for a public company. Where this project is going to take place. I will incorporate the company in the Greater Montreal area of the province of Quebec, Canada. Canada and its Canadian provinces and territories have consistently been ranked among the best territory in the world to explore and develop mines. This favorable mining environment is mainly based on the province's mining policies, financial incentives, geology, and their mineral potential. Why should you seize this unique opportunity? Penny stock investments are considerably harder to invest in because there are thousands upon thousands of companies to choose from, and only a handful are worthy of an investment. They are very illiquid, meaning that they don't have much trading volume, so buying and selling them can be very difficult. If you know what you're doing, the rewards are most often very, very lucrative. I have been successfully trading penny stocks for over 2 decades. Knowing which few are investment grade or trade worthy and which are not, knowing how to analyze value and evaluate each of their potential by focusing on hard to find data and ignoring the hype and noise, knowing how to conduct proper due diligence on the management, on the financials, and on their tangible assets. Knowing all of this and much more is all part of the experience that one must have in order to be successful at investing in penny stocks. Proven track record. Although I'm not a professional trader by profession, I have been following the stock market with a passion since I was approximately 10 years old. I did my first trade at the age of 12 through a friend's parent, where I gathered funds from friends and family. Only 2 years later, I returned their money with a 700% return. I was completely hooked. I've been trading and investing in the stock market ever since. I've since traded every type of stock in the bull and bear market, traded large caps to small cap, tried options trading and short selling. I've pretty much did it all, and I'm pretty good at it. But there is no investment like penny stocks. I've been trading micro and nano-cap stocks for decades, and I absolutely love it. I'm actually really great at it. Rewards can be absolutely phenomenal. For every movement in the price of gold and silver, as can be seen in this simple graph, the large cap stocks will react even more. And for every movement in the large caps, the penny stocks usually move by a landslide, resulting in the potential for gigantic gains that are just out of this world. I will be publishing a video which will clearly demonstrate the gigantic movement of penny stocks for every hiccup in the price of gold and silver. You will not want to miss this video. The results are stunning and quite amazing. Are these types of investments risky? Well, they can be if you don't know what you're doing, but when you choose wisely and correctly, it is not necessarily any riskier than your typical investment. Commitment to teaching you everything I know. For every person that invests with me in my project, I will commit to providing each and every one a wealth of knowledge on investing in the gold and silver industry, choosing the right companies, how I conduct my due diligence, how I read the financials, and what is important to me and what is not, what to listen for and what to ignore, amongst many other subject matter. I will frequently personally answer any questions you may have. We have just covered a lot of material. If I may, I'd like to quickly summarize the key points of my project. First is to create a holding company and raise funds from investors and charitable donors. Second is to invest in the gold and silver industry with a focus on penny stocks. This can provide for the potential of 10 or more times the initial investment in short to mid time frame. An initial investment of $1,000 today could be worth up to $10,000 or more by mid-2017 to mid-2018. And third, maximize the company value with an initial public offering if conditions are right and appropriate. For all you still watching, I sincerely thank you for your time and your interest in my project. I hope I was able to fully demonstrate the full potential of the investment opportunity, and hope you will choose to invest in my project and be part of the massive financial success I am confident I will achieve. But you must act quickly. This campaign is of limited duration and it will be over in no time. Don't delay, invest now. I can boldly and confidently predict that this will be the most successful return on investment you have ever made, and probably in the least amount of time too. And please spread the word. Share with your friends, share with family, and share with peers. They will thank you for it. Write a tweet, email a link, like our Facebook page, sing a song on YouTube, post a blog, or simply talk about my project. I would greatly appreciate it. And thank you.